completely for both these teams. So we're just going to go to the map. We have the red and the blue team. It is pretty much it's a conquest map again, guys. This is Guild Wars 2 at the moment. It's very much conquest oriented, which is one of my favourite ways of winning a map. Close point again for red team over here is the temple. Close point over here for the blues is the altar. The middle point, which is again another point we fight over, is the gate, which is down here. We do have some buffs switch pop up in this map. There's no bosses, there's nothing like that, there's no treb, there's no weaponry, anything like that. There's two buffs which pop up. There's one over here, and there's one on the opposite side, as you can see, where the light is coming up and down. It's like a beam of sunlight. It's a buff called Ferocity. Basically, you get few points per kill, a few more points per kill, which is also very, very nice to get. There's also in the middle we've got a buff called Stillness. I just almost forgot the flipping names of all the buffs just then. That's awful. But
Ferocity, Stillness, and
Tranquility as well.
Tranquility.
Yeah, I just start there because also someone's trying to send me a message and it was very, very random. But basically, so on Ferocity, they get an extra 3 points for any kill. So they get the 5-point kill and they get an extra 3 points on that. So, and these buffs actually do stack. So that's very useful to get if they want to get kills. People do go for those. On Stillness, we actually do get double points on each tick of having a capture point. So if the other team does have 2 points, the team that's got only 1 capture point really wants to get Stillness because they can essentially almost level up the playing field, which is really good. The last buff, which is called Tranquility, which we just mentioned, actually spawns downstairs and is on the bottom of the map there. And this is a very, very important buff to get for the team. This flips all of the capture points over to them. So if red go for that buff, all the capture points are blue. It will flip all of them to red, and it actually does a big, massive knockback as well to anyone who's on the point, which is very, very useful.
You know, I would actually kind of argue that Stillness is the most important buff to actually get on this map because it essentially doubles your ticks for every point you're captured. So normally if you have 3 points captured, you get 3 points every few seconds. But if you have Stillness, you're getting 6. That's a lot of points per tick.
That is very, very true. It is very useful. It is extremely useful. And Stillness is something which also spawns 4 times on the map, as I remember, at different intervals. So it's actually quite an early one, around 12 minutes, and it goes down like every 3 or 4 minutes from there. So it's actually really useful buff to get. I was going to say it's definitely not rage quit. I think team are very good at taking the piss because they're quite a few English guys. So their sarcasm levels reach all kind of new degrees as they tell us that they're trying to switch out. I think they're going to grab themselves an engineer here. Just going to discuss the rest of this map. So there's all the different buffs which benefit. So any team that's cut down by a lot of points, they can indeed flip it right round and get right back into the fight and back into the map and get the win as well. So we are going to see FroG potentially get this back. Now, if we do see that happen and they win this match, we will be rotating back round to Forest. The reason I'm not playing any of the other maps like Spirit Watcher or Skyhammer is because, in my opinion, they are not suitable for this environment. Also, in tournament rotation at the moment, we do have only currently 4 maps, which are also in the TPVP rotation, so it's unfair to actually get the teams to play anything else other than these maps. So that is pretty much the reason why we're doing this at the moment.
But Skyhammer, man.
You know,
Skyhammer.
I think
such a great map.
Skyhammer would probably actually be better for FroG with the setup they've got.
You know, that's probably true.
They've completely changed their setup, actually. If you look at the team now, they've actually got Wirebob, who I am very familiar with, is very, very, very good good thief. Good thief. He actually plays more in, I think, BYOB. Like I said, these two teams are very close and they kind of interchange between the two. FroG being the main team, I believe, and then BYOB being the second team or something like that. But they'll still enter competitions together, and they're very, very good. They scrim together and they'll practice together, which is great for their community. And it's very social and very good. And also Barman. I like that. That's a great name, actually. Barman is the ranger on the other team. It's not actually a spirit spec. He's running Signet.
Oh, is he shotgun spec?
He's a spec that I don't have not really played much on.
See, he's running. What is he running? He's running axe, dagger, and sword torch with.
Still quite tanky.
Forge rune.
Yeah, with Forge. That's right. Yeah, he's doing a lot of. Yeah, the pet. So the pet's getting rid of his conditions. He's got some range. He's got some range on the offhand weapons as well, which is really good. Any regeneration.
Okay. So it looks like he's more of a pet spec.
It's kind of hybrid damage and DPS and a bit of regeneration to allies as well, which is really, really good.
That'll be interesting. Now, one thing I do want to point out, Jebro, is that we did see that they Team actually negated their thief for an engineer. The engineer is going to be played by Valor, and it looks like that he is running. Let me just double check his spec real quick. Looks like he's running 2 pistols, which is going to be more of a higher burst damage spec. He is running a condition damage. He's going to have Rampager's Amulet, which gives him some nice crit as well as condition damage. So this is definitely a crit and condition damage spec, which is going to be really, really good with with Henry as well as Boulder Hat. So I think that Team has an excellent setup right now. I don't think, and I don't agree with the way that the Ranger is spec'd right now. I don't think that that's going to be what they need. I really think that they really should either get a Spirit Ranger in here with a little bit more point defense, or go for more of a more mobility heavy team composition, and they don't really have that still. They do have Y-Bob, which is going to be a thief, which is going to be able to do some nice mobility, but I don't think that they have enough mobility on this map yet again.
They've got more damage, at least. That's the one thing we needed to see from them, some more damage. So they've actually gone very much the opposite way of what they were before. But when you were talking about the engineer just now, it's very much an elixir-centered build, which is something I'm running on one of my alt engineers in SPVP at the moment. HGH is still really, really useful. There you go, he's got the HGH trait right there. So all his elixirs are giving might. So it's the thrown elixirs, it's the heal, it's the elixir B. So he's going to be building a lot of might, and he's got a lot of condition damage as well, and he's going to be ranging a lot with those grenade packs. So he's not going to be on the point, he's going to be spreading a lot of poison as well down off the grenade 5 and the poison dart there as well, and he's also got some burning on that offhand blowtorch, and he's got the glue shot as well. The 2 pistols, a lot of people think it's very much damage based, which is very, very true, but it's also got some CC in there, got some nice AoE damage, and that throw wrench as well is also going to be good for healing for different things as well. So it's good for the vulnerability, sorry. So it's got a lot of stuff which is going to be very useful. Just going to watch the splits here now. I did just use that, so that's good. So I don't know what we're going to see here. It looks like we've got a very, very even fight. I do see the thief and the engineer.
Both Guardians go for the mid. That's funny.
So it's going to be awesome. Crazy bunker fight going on there. We do see. Oh, that was nice. Henry for team just outside the point, Princess Dom just on the point. They kind of anticipated that they would go for their close. I'm not sure where the other player from blue just went there. I think he just backed off, knowing that there was only one on the point at the time, but they didn't see Henry just off the other side of the point. They're just going to go into mid now. It's looking a bit more even at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, right now we do see Val actually go down almost instantly here at the midpoint there. Can that rally happen? 2 players of Team going to try and rally here. That stop going to be very, very close. Unfortunately, not going to be able to do much of anything right there. We do see, looks like Bowler Hat in the mid here as well. Going to pop that Elementalist. What one did she summon? Fire Elemental. Going to get some nice burning damage here onto the midpoint. We do see Kel actually go down here as well as Y-Bob going to be going down here as well. Very, very low here. Can he get that rally off? Not going to be in time there, unfortunately. Still about half health here, and it looks like like Bowler Hat doing an excellent job at focusing down the entire team at mid of Team FroG. Just an excellent play by Bowler Hat. And it looks like they're actually going to... I'm not sure if they're going to let Team FroG actually cap the mid. That might have been a mistake there by Team there. But they're desperately trying to take down Burst. Burst is going to be one of the kind of damage contention points here, as well as we are going to see, it looks like we are going to see Kel go onto their close point here and try and grab that. We did just see Ferocity pop here as well.
Yeah, so we've got both Ferocities down at both sides of the gate at the moment. Did you see that Cal's currently capping the... He is capping Temple. Midpoint, not looking too good. Ted did just get you down there, unfortunately, for FroG. So the team is very much in control at mid. They're outnumbering FroG. FroG needs to potentially start thinking about bailing out, maybe getting a bit of a regroup going down as Grotch actually goes down as well. So Wybob, probably the thief, the squishiest person in the team currently, did go for the stealth res, but Grotch did actually use an ability there, which unfortunately broke that stealth, which meant that they could actually down him. Wybob doing a very good thing there, just doing the stealth at much range as he can, so he wasn't actually getting cleaved. Kyle doing a good thing by going off the point again, going off to actually decap Temple and trying to cap it again, doing the job he needed to do. Wybob just did. That was very nice. He did get out of mid enough to get over to Kyle. Kyle's got some poison down on him at the moment. Princess Dom trying to just cleave him out at the moment as the other guys from FroG actually... This is good. This is better from FroG. They're starting to support their team, and they're all piling in now to Temple. There's a lot of fighting going on at this point at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, we do see Burst here from his point of view taking a lot of condition damage, almost every single one of them on him at the moment there, and that is going to be a stomp here out here onto Burst. We are going to see Princess Dom take this point here once again, but we do see the close point of FroG being capped here once again, and we're going to look at the middle fight here. We do see, it looks like a Grouchaton and a very little... Just look at the condition damage being brought onto Team FroG right now just from Henry alone. Henry's just dealing so much damage, just spreading around the condition damage everywhere, and he's still at pretty much full health, Jebro. This is ridiculous. We do just see supply drop being dropped here by one of the engineers here. I believe that was Kel here. And keep in mind, he does have a lot of good knockbacks here as well. That stomp from Grouchatron not going to happen there. Nice knockback and nice rally there from the team. A little Bowler Hat very, very low here. Can he get stomped out? Bowler Hat is going to go down. One of their main damage source is down now. We are going to see Valorant try and deal as much damage as possible. He does still have his heal there. We are going to see grenades being flung everywhere. We're going to switch to Toolkit. Something you don't normally see here on an engineer, especially in a tight kind of quarters fight here. But we are going to see them deal a lot of damage here, popping that grenade here, once again dealing a lot of AoE damage once again. And he is going to try and pop that Elixir B there, trying to give himself some extra regeneration. Not going to be the case there, and unfortunately he's going to go down here once again. Grouchaton finally going to go down here. No, he's going to actually be able to pop his heal. Still has his elite skill available, which is going to turn him invulnerable. Very, very nice job there. But it looks like Team FroG in a pretty good spot here at controlling this mid fight.
Yeah, there's a couple of people doing, in my opinion, some things here which they could improve. Val is doing very good. Could have taken... They're outnumbering them on the point there. So I'm going to start from before, when all the condition damage was coming down. Henry wasn't actually at the mid, but because there was so many conditions, I can see why you thought there were so many conditions going down. Because I don't know where they... I know where they were coming from, but that many was just so good. The amount of single target focus they had condition wise. I think Henry came down to the point, laid him down, and then put him on his target, changed him over, and then he ran off. Because he just did the right thing there completely. So you were right. Indeed, he did just smash out those conditions and then ran off to a point. So he's kind of supporting on the point without even being there with those conditions, which is really, really, really beneficial. But Val is, in my opinion, I've been on him for a while, so I apologise I've been doing that. Just because he's got grenades. Oh, they're actually trying to get Grotch down. No one has stability there. They're going to try and get him down. He did indeed get res. We do see that our team are just going ahead. They've got 110 points now. They're hitting onto this mid. There's no one at the far point at the moment, but we do see that Bob is using the initiative from the team. We do see that someone else is using their brain, and they're going to go for the opposite point there as they're going to get that decap, which is very useful. Now we are coming to 8 minutes and 30 seconds. I did make sure that I didn't say that because I didn't want to remind the teams too much, but you do see that Henry and got Gruntwood.
Yeah, they're going direct.
As soon as I said that.
We know. And you know what sucks right now is no one from Team FroG is going there. They are down literally almost 4 players, and this is probably going to be an uncontested tranquility by Team. And we are going to see them try and get stillness as well here. No one's contending this. We are going to see, thankfully, Kel actually comes up and interrupts the stillness, but the tranquility is going to be popped. That's going to be a 3-cap by Team, just in complete dominance this entire best of 5, really showing that they know how to play.
Seriously, really good job there. They got there bang on time pretty much when it spawned. Now, the guys from FroG did get on the points, so at least they're contesting, but they have lost the mid. So there you go. They're starting to get the points now, but they did just get a kill as well as the cat there. It's not looking good for Bob over here. Princess Dom is a warrior, and he's running that hammer bow spec, so he's going to be lasting for quite a while as we come over to him right now. Just going to have a look at his spec as we he's currently trying to down Bob. Oh, Barmon is trying to get in. I wonder if he can use that. Try and get in and try and get some. Bob's just getting cleaved down by the warrior. No, it's too much damage for him to cope with. And Barmon, too much for him to cope with. Unfortunately, as he came into the point. I think you're right about that. He probably would have done a bit better as a ranger spirit spec, but I don't think he would have got there as fast. With that spec to actually do anything different. I'm not sure.
Another thing that's going to play a key factor is a Team was able to actually grab stillness. So they are essentially getting a 2-point cap for a 1-point cap right now, while this buff is actually still available. That's huge. That put them in the lead by literally 200 points. That's going to be a huge deal right now in terms of trying to catch up via the FroG team. I don't think that that's going to happen. I don't think that they're going to be able to do much of anything. Unfortunately, Bowler Hat does get caught out by Sticky Shoes. Not going to be a very, very messy situation that he wants to get himself into. And I believe that's going to be probably the match set and point here for Team. They just played a completely dominating game and match right today.
They learned that they needed to learn from the first match. They are ahead by now almost 200 points. It isn't looking very good for FroG at the moment, as they have got 2 people down on the map at the moment, so they've still got to respawn and get back on the map. So there's another 5 points when Kyle's down, which is now, and also Grotch is looking very, very, very. They're a little bit outnumbered on mid. They're not going to get any support for a little bit of time. This respawn, still, when it's 15 seconds, it can feel like such a long time. There's no decap going on, and there's no decap even close to happening down at Temple. At the moment, FroG are feeding them the kills and feeding them the points. It's not looking good for them at the moment. I'm very doubtful that they can pull this back. Even letting Grotch bleed out there, so I can't even respawn that fast. So in the 15 seconds that he's got to try and respawn, they've got to come out of it. It's not even possible for them to come back, unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately, they did. FroG just finally did grab stillness, which is going to give them the same ticks as Team, but it's just not going to be the case here. All they need is just one more kill, or just wait for the timer to eventually tick down, and that is going to be congratulations to Team in this best of 5 series. Great matches, Jebro. Great matches.
Really, really good matches. Going to congratulate these teams. Really, really good. And guys, we haven't got any prizes for these teams at the moment. When I start getting some donations and stuff, maybe I can get some gold into these teams so they can. I didn't say that, and that's why I said that. First thing in map chat, prize please. But they are not getting a prize, basically. Bless their hearts.
Bragging rights is what you get.
Yeah, they do indeed get bragging rights at the moment. once I get a little bit more support for this, we can actually get some more prizes going out for these guys, and get few more teams in. Might try and get some gold in between these guys so that they can just win 10 or 20 gold between themselves like we used to. But at the moment, this is very much a community-driven thing. So I thank you very much to Team. Also, thank you very much to Indeed FroG as well. These guys put up such an awesome set of matches. I'm really the first match was absolutely, it was just so close, and FroG team made so many mistakes. I was quite surprised at. So I think that maybe they just needed to warm up to they obviously showed us what they can do, but I don't know, FroG just seemed to change up their tactics a bit too much in the other game. Just couldn't get anything down.
Yeah, I mean, I feel that they just had such a great team composition in the first one, and then they changed it up and just could not get back to their original team comp. I really feel that if they kept with their original, I think that they would have probably won a 3-0 very, very easily. But because they lacked mobility, I think that was one of the key factors in this best-of-5 series here. And, you know, I was very, very impressed to see the Bowler Hat's play of his Elementalist. You don't see a lot of really good Elementalists these days, especially a Dagger. You know, Dagger is a little bit harder to play because you're always switching attunements. You're always just having to do everything, which is just very, very hard to remember what everything does all at once while trying to remember, hey, that guy's going to hit me there, this guy's going to hit me over here, and dodging at the same time. So playing a Dagger Elementalist that well, I thought was very, very impressive. Of course, Henry just did a great job on his Necromancer, just always being there at the right moment when he needed to. And I think that just overall, Team just did a great job at showing how a skilled team and a skilled player can really turn the tide of any battle versus any team comp.
Completely agreed. And like FroG, they're a team of ESL, so hopefully these guys are they'll start putting it out there and start getting really hammering it up. But team had quite a lot of trouble in the ESL against even teams that are even higher than them. So there's still quite that skill. There's quite a skill gap involved, but it's getting smaller, and there's more teams coming out at the same kind of skill level now, which is really good as well. And it's happening in NA, as we saw with your Apples and X's tour a couple of weeks ago. Tournament a couple of weeks ago, which was really good. So guys, I'm just going to announce this now quickly. We are going to give out some more gems. It's going to be one more gem code which you're going to give away. I haven't got up to many more viewers than I had hoped, unfortunately, so I'm just going to give away one more code for tonight. Normally I wouldn't give codes away on this show anyway, because I normally save them from ESL and whatnot, but because I wanted to get this back on track, I'm going to give another one away, hopefully, and do the same in another week or so as well. So basically, guys, if you've got a follow underneath my video channel, have hit 200 plus follows on my channel now, which is very good, so thank you very much for that. If you hit that follows button underneath my video, probably everyone in here is following at the moment, so I'm going to give it another minute or so. You will indeed have a chance of winning 800 gem code. So you do need to first follow the channel and be in this chat to actually be in with a chance of doing that. So I'm actually going to read out that one. I'm very organised when it comes to my codes, because if I give someone that, it's not very good.
But you kind of have to, so, you know.
So I'm going to quickly bust over to my little guy who gives away these codes. We'll see. It's very organised, guys. I mean, you can trust me. I'm doing this properly. I'm not just giving them out to people I know, because I don't know many of you. Your names are completely different. I haven't got a choice of knowing.
He's actually giving them out to his dad every time. His dad's on like multiple accounts, and he actually has a second account which is his actual main account, and he's winning all those gems for himself. So that's actually what he's doing. No one's actually winning anything here. So
this is very true.
No bias is happening whatsoever.
So 29 people in the channel. There's 26 of you following. One is myself and another is Nightbot. So there's potentially one person who isn't following, and if that's Bazeleel, he's not going to win any gems.
I'm not eligible to win gems anyway, so.
Damn it. I thought we were going to share the money.
Worry. I am following your channel.
Good man. Right, okay, I'm going to roll the dice in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the winner he is actually following the channel. His Jingulus. You have won.
Congrats, Jingulus.
An 800 gem code. Very well done to you, sir. I will send that to you right now via the Twitch message system. Basically, you have won that. So that's 1,600 gems given out tonight, guys. Through all you had to do was follow the channel and to stay with me on this. This happens every single time I stream. Normally, there's a gem code given out somewhere, as if it's a matches like this being streamed. It's not just myself. It'll be a Saturday or an ESL match. So you want to be following my channel. You also want to be hitting up the YouTube channel as well, as a gem giveaway there. So that's more gems for you guys. Check out my videos. Have a look at them. Comment, like. It's all the info is below this video. Same with Baz as well. He's got his YouTube channel. If you want to do a few little shout outs yourself.
Yeah, I actually have to go. My wife just got home, so I will do my my shameless plugging here and leave you to your cookies and milk. Follow me on Twitter. It is at Bazeleel, Bazeleel, and then YouTube is just / same spelling, as well as Twitch is going to be / same spelling as well. But thank you for inviting me. I had a blast, and I'm going to head off. And congratulations to both teams, and I'll talk to you everyone later.
Thank you for joining me, mate, again, and thank you everyone else for coming over today. I will see you all very, very soon in our next either Unity invites, or it will indeed be the ESL Cup. So I thank you very much for joining me tonight. Thank you to both of the teams as well. Thank you to Team. Thank you to FroG as well. And thank you to you guys. Congrats to the guys who have won the gems tonight as well. And I will see you very, very soon. Thank you again for supporting, guys. Remember, check out all my videos on YouTube and this Twitch TV channel. Get following, and yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Take it easy, and cheers again very much. I'm just trying to give you some music, so this is embarrassing. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You have been fantastic once again. See you soon.